Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
On March 3rd last year, Henry W. faced his own death with incredible courage. He wasn't in an accident. He wasn't ill. He wasn't in any danger. But he faced this reality head on. If he died, his wife and children wouldn't be able to pay the mortgage, make the car payments, or keep up the life they'd had. His family would lose everything. So he picked up the phone and called AIG Direct. He found out that through AIG Direct, he could get a $250,000 life insurance policy for less than $14 a month. Now, he knows that he's helped make his family's future secure, no matter what happens to him.
Protecting your family with coverage through AIG Direct is fast, easy, and incredibly affordable. Call AIG Direct right now for a free no-obligation quote. The call takes less than 5 minutes, and you can save up to 70%. Call now.
1-800-530-6922. That's 1-800-530-6922. 1-800-530-6922.
Fink's Car Care, with locations in Chesapeake and Portsmouth, is your dedicated Tire Stars dealer. At Fink's, their experienced staff specializes in brakes, steering, suspension, tune-ups, oil changes, and much more. They also handle rebuilt engines and transmissions, and they're your destination for tires, rims, and towing as well. Fink's is located at 2236 South Military Highway at 2711 Victory Boulevard. For more information, log on to finkscarcare.com or call 545-3573.
Be seeking rare and valuable coins? Storm the castle, matey. Newcastle Coins and Collectibles in Chesapeake, that is. Silver and gold coins, U.S. coins with free verbal offers, and they always be on the lookout for those rare U.S. coins. Set sail for Newcastle Coins and Collectibles, 681 North Battlefield Boulevard in Chesapeake, across from Chesapeake General, Tuesday through Saturday, and always online at NewcastleCollectibles.com. Call 757-609-3633, 757-609-3633 for Newcastle Coins and Collectibles.
Chesapeake, Virginia, 1650 AM WHKT presents Sports Scene. Sports Scene features local, regional, and nationally acclaimed guests and excellent interviews. Follow Sports Scene on Twitter at Greg Bick and at GJBTV.com. Now here is Greg Bickaveris.
And welcome live right here on the radio, News Talk 1650. This is Sports Scene right here on this hot June 18th, 2014 Sports Scene and Interview Show each Wednesday from noon to 1. Also, Sports Highlights, my TV program on nnpstv.com. Watch it anywhere. This is your home for CBS News in Hampton Roads. Tell your friends about 1650 on Facebook. Like them on Facebook. Find me on Twitter, 4 places now, at Greg Bick, at Sports Highlight, at GJBTV, and HROnlineMall.com. My new website, HamptonRoadsOnlineMall.com, as well as GJBTV.com, your place for marketplace sponsors. Get your word out on HamptonRoadsOnlineMall.com, your retail authority. And of course, tourists, we cater to you and the local businesses in Virginia. Thank you to our military 24/7 for what you do. Our featured guest today is Karen Barefoot, the head women's basketball coach at Old Dominion University. Our guest lineup presented by Newcastle Coins and Collectibles. Phone line today presented by Old Town Tavern in Hampton. Sponsors in June for myself on this station at least: Newcastle Coins and Collectibles, Old Town Tavern, Fink's Car Care, Spaghetti Eddie's, Battlefield Guns and Ammo in Chesapeake, Crawl Space Doors. Also, GJBTV.com. Look at all the sponsors on the homepage. Marketplace sponsors. Shop for the holidays early. If you want to call, save the number 757-454-1650 right here on News Talk 1650. A lot going on. Ken, before we go to our first break, you and I lost a dear mutual friend who used to work with us at another radio station, Monroe Duncan. He really was a treasure in Hampton Roads in the radio and the restaurant business.
He was an amazing person. He had a love of life. He was one of those people that would tell you to go somewhere and you would love every minute of it because he was so charismatic about doing it. In addition to his remarkable achievements as a chef, he just seemed to grok food. I don't know if there's a better way to put that, but he understood food and how it worked and what people would want that was new and different but still was good and had enough tradition in it where it was like, okay, that's familiar to me. Turned the restaurant scene upside down in Hampton Roads entirely. It was all kind of bland and boring, one size fits all, till he came along, and now everybody is doing the Monroe Duncan thing. But in addition to that, he was just fun. He was just a fun person. So his loss is felt not only amongst the restaurateurs and people that love good food, but anyone ever met him and spent time with him, you got to miss the guy.
And the word he used the most was divine.
Yes.
With that note, we'll be back after these messages.
Excellent Italian food is found at Spaghetti Eddie's, a neighborhood restaurant with a great family atmosphere and delicious Italian cuisine. Define Spaghetti Eddie's. New York-style pizza, pasta, subs, calzones, soups, salads will bring you back again and again. Log on to SpaghettiEddiesPizzaCafe.com and visit them at Greenbrier and Western Branch. Quality Italian food is at Spaghetti Eddie's.
Nor'easter season is here, so don't get all wet. Protect your house. Call Crawl Space Door Systems at 363-0005. Reduce your flood insurance, reduce the threat of mold and insects, and save energy. Crawl Space Doors, air vents, flood vents, vent covers, and fans can help you stay dry or get you dry quickly. Contact Crawl Space Doors for more information at 363-0005 or online at crawlspacedores.com. Stay dry, my friends.
Your family and their safety are your number one priority. Your home, your business, and quality of life provide peace of mind. Your security can be enhanced with the proper firearms and ammo from Battlefield Guns and Ammo. Never take anything for granted, whether you're at home or away. Call 757-410-7720, log on to battlefield-guns.com, and visit Battlefield Guns and Ammo at 240 North Battlefield Boulevard in Chesapeake. The place to go for U.S. rare coins is Newcastle Coins and Collectibles in Chesapeake. They specialize in U.S. and silver and gold coins and provide free verbal offers and are always buying U.S. rare coins. Newcastle Coins and Collectibles, 681 North Battlefield Boulevard in Chesapeake, across from Chesapeake General, open Tuesday through Saturday and always online at newcastlecollectibles.com. Call 757-609-3633, 757-609-3633 for Newcastle Coins and Collectibles.
Let's get back to Greg Bigoveris and Sports Scene on 1650 WHKT.
But first, let me take a selfie.
And this is Sports Scene at a convenient time. A load all the tourists coming through Hampton Roads as well, stuck in traffic right here during the 12 o'clock hour. Sports Scene every Wednesday, 12 to 1, right here on News Talk 1650. Check out my website, gjbtv.com, and HamptonRoadsOnlineMall.com, your retail authority in Hampton Roads. Well, this young lady, I've known her since we were kids. She went to Menchville High School. Christopher Newport has coached at several schools, among them Apprentice School. Lenore Ryan, Elon, has been an assistant at Old Dominion, head coach at Old Dominion for several years now. Let's welcome Karen Barefoot. Karen, good to talk to you again.
Oh, good to hear from you, Greg.
It's always great to hear your voice, and Karen was with us on Collegiate Sports Focus, folks. If you missed that interview, go to gjbtv.com, hit the YouTube link, and you can see it. Karen, busy summer for you. Tell us what's going on right now at Old Dominion.
Well, we're in this is our third camp of the summer. So the Lady Monarchs are actually working camp for the program and having a great time, just giving back, teaching, and then we're also allowed to do summer workouts with the team. So it's been busy, but it's been very productive.
Karen, hard to believe, year 4 coming up for you right at Old Dominion already.
Yeah, it's really exciting because I really feel like great things are happening. I think it's going in the right direction. I mean, this past year we had a postseason play again 2 years in a row, and I felt we peaked at the right time at the end. And then we had one of our best team GPA in Lady Monarch history since tracking team GPA since 2002. So we had over 3.0, which was great for our team. And then we also won the Monarch Cup Award, and then that's all 18 sports combined for giving back to the community. So I really feel like this team is really giving a championship effort on and off the court.
We're talking to Karen Barefoot. She's the head women's basketball coach at Old Dominion in the Conference USA, formerly CAA. And really, Karen, ever since you and I were kids, you all heard these 3 words: academics, athletics, activities, well-rounded. You remember them very carefully. You know what I'm talking about. And you put that right there with the girls right there at Old Dominion as well.
Well, the biggest thing for me is just making sure that I teach them what's the most important thing, and that's education. And so if you can make it fun for them where, yeah, we're out there competing on the floor to win championships, to give our absolute best, but, when you talk about academics, and we always say A before B, that's why they're here. So I try to motivate, be creative, to challenge them to do their absolute best. And when you're at this level or you're going to college and you're playing a sport and you're going to school, you have to have a balance. So I feel like, it's our job as a staff to make sure they have their priorities straight, the understanding of when study hall is and downtime and taking time for themselves and making sure they're eating right, taking care of their bodies, just being mentally and emotionally strong and not just physically strong to go out there and play basketball.
Karen, one thing, too, since I've known you for such a long time, that you've always stressed, the emotional, the mental, too, because how many times do you see girls that are sitting on the bench, or guys for that matter, and you see their face drooping or they're unhappy, the body language, and really, you stress camaraderie on the road trips, having dinner together, doing team building exercises, and so much of that is attitude, and really that before and after can really affect a game, but I know that's really important for you, that you work on the self-esteem of some of these girls.
Definitely, and we have a saying on our locker room door, and it says "No vampires," and really what that means is a vampire will suck the blood out of you, so you don't have any energy to give, and that person becomes very negative because they're tired and fatigued, and that's just one way that I try to teach them and say, hey, listen, no vampires, and that means, and they know this, that you got to be positive to have a positive solution, and you got to have a good attitude, and so every day, yes, it's going to be hard, but you've got to find a way to get your mindset in the right way for your team, so your team can be successful, so you can be successful. And so I try to be creative with that. Like in camp, our theme this year is love, and what it means is each letter in the word says something. L stands for learn. Be a sponge. Learn as much as you can. And O stands for overcome adversity, by just having that mindset of you can do this, stick with it, get through it, encourage, have enthusiasm. So we're trying to keep them mentally strong as they're learning and they're growing. The next one is V, visualize, and that just means visualize having a plan, see yourself being successful. Hey, if you miss 4 shots, have the mindset of you're going to make the next 7 or 8. And then E means expect nothing and give everything. And like you just said, you never know who's watching you. I mean, heck, I went out there and I played the game so hard and so right and did it the right way, and I was a team player, and then all of a sudden an athletic director offered me a job when I was at 22 years old and I had no experience. But if you add all those letters up together, that means love, and that means you have to love yourself enough to stick with it. Whatever it is, find your passion and go for it.
18 and 16, you made the postseason, like you said, of course, and congratulations on that. Talk about some of the returning players in Good Hope, Minor, younger. I know some of the players coming back, and of course you lose some players too, but you also have 2 very key assistants. One girl that was the coach of Wade Mary, Patterson, and of course Corrigan's had years and years of experience as well.
We're excited. We have 8 returners, and, we have 6 newcomers. And so our 8 returners, we have Shalisa Painter, local star from Indian River, where Alonzo Mourning went, who actually that was her idol growing up. And she's coming back as our top scorer and top rebounder. And she was 3rd in Conference USA in offensive rebounds. And I think she brings a lot of energy and excitement because she can really rebound the ball very well. And then you have Galicia Goodhope, they call her Gigi, and she's out of Princess Anne, which is an unbelievable program, just won a state championship out of Virginia Beach. She comes to us, she's a junior this year, and she'll come to us as she's probably the top point guard in Conference USA with assists and steals as a returner. And she has really done a good job leading this program and being a floor general. And then you have a lot of others that come in, like you were just talking about, some freshmen who really did a great job for us, Destiny Young, Adegwa. We just got a lot of good players. Ashley Betts White will be back. She had an injury last year, which to me that's exciting. And I think EJ's really stepping up. Recently she came from Maryland, and she actually played football out of Maryland, and so she's getting better right now, but she was a freshman this past year. But I think there's 2 players that will really make a difference, and they're part of the reason why we have a number 1 recruiting class, and that's Jenny Sims and Annika Jalapenian, who's playing now for her Finland team overseas. And and they both bring a high-level play to our program. Both of them are extremely talented. They can really score the basketball. We're going to be able to shoot the three better this year. We've got great passers coming in. We also have Kiana Brown coming in out of the Peninsula, who was the Daily Press Player of the Year, who has done an incredible job out of the Peninsula playing for her dad at Lafayette. And I think that we got a lot of fun little weapons, and so it'll take time to come together, but I really think we could be something special, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity of coaching this team.
Absolutely. Talking to Karen Barefoot. For more, log on to gjbtv.com, hit the YouTube link for archive shows, and also visit the website for other archive shows as well. Talking to Karen, Greg Bicoveris. This is Sports Scene right here. Go to tunein.com, listen on your phone, type WHKT, your laptop, or News Talk 1650 while you're driving on the road. And we mentioned some of the one-on-ones, how important that is, even though it's only June. You got camps. But let's talk about Laquanda Younger. She had it going on in high school. It seems like she's taken a while to evolve a little bit. I know you've seen superstars at all levels as an assistant coach and a head coach when they're in high school, but the transition to go to Division I is not easy, and that's where the one-on-ones, let's say Dr. Phil, Dr. Karen goes on right now with some of these players to realize attitude is important, your work ethic is important, what you're doing before the season starts. And how many times have you had those one-on-ones over the years at various programs?
Oh, a lot. And really that's when you get real and you talk about things.
Sure.
And, people don't understand that when you come in, things do happen. And unfortunate, Laquanda Younger, and they call her Q, she was struggling with the loss of her brother. And that has been very hard for her. And so for me, I've just been there for her, try to keep her up and try to keep her going, because that was a tragic thing for her to have to go through. Mm-hmm. But I think she gives a lot of positive feedback to the team. Even this year on the bench, she was really positive. And I just think this year she knew that when she went to Duke and she had a good game against Duke and even Auburn, that she could be a really good player for our program. She's just got to become consistent, because she's been a streaky shooter, and I think the mental state is much better because she's had to go through a lot of different things. But I believe in her and her ability and what she can do. And I watch her out here in camp and all my other players too, and they're doing a great job leading. And that's one part of it all too, is that you want to have players that can put the ball in the hole, but you also got to have players that can really lead, have a strong voice, be confident with themselves, and to see them interact with these kids out there and make a difference. It's been a great feeling to see that. Do you learn from other leaders too, Karen, in the business world, sports world? You got one right there in Dr. Seelig and the president right there, and you see how proactive Old Dominion is with academics, athletics, and activities, but you really have a lot of leaders around you as well. Oh, definitely. We have a president who's really engaged with all the programs, and then athletic director Wood Seelig he's just done an amazing job with all the head coaches and just trying to give them the resources or just be there when needed to talk about anything, how he can help improve the program. But then there's others. I think my staff is very talented. They bring a lot to the table, and I think that for me, I think we have a championship staff. Trina Patterson out of the Peninsula, we've been great friends forever. Sure. And she's just done a tremendous job with our post. And then Jim Corrigan, who's been on our men's side for a long time. His transition to come to the women's side, he's an excellent teacher, and he's done a great job with our guards. And then we have Richard Fortune, who's our recruiting coordinator, and he does all the recruiting. So he's out there building relationships with the coaches and identifying the hot players out there. And also we always talk about too is when we're recruiting is it's not just academics and basketball. We do our research with character. We want players that have high character. They're going to be able to go out there and represent the 11 letters across our chest and give that national championship effort. So it's good when you have a lot of people, and even the other coaches here at Old Dominion, who are on the same page, who come in every day with a great attitude, with a ton of passion, just giving 100% of the time. It's contagious. There's so much great energy going on here at Old Dominion. A few more moments here with Karen Barefoot. Greg Bicoveris, glad you're with us live on the radio right here on Sports Scene at 1224 News Talk 1650. Your home for CBS News, of course. And talk about the upcoming schedule. I know that's a big highlight as well. Yeah, we're really excited about this challenging schedule. when we put it together, we wanted to put together something that the fans, our alumni, everybody, the students would be excited about. And I think we've got some excellent home games to offer. I know that we start off playing Presbyterian on November the 14th, but they're coming off one of their best seasons. And then we have William & Mary, which is a local rival for us, on the 17th, and then we host Duke on the 20th, and then we go to Virginia Tech, and then we have VCU coming to us also on December 5th, and we go to Louisville, who'll probably be a top 5 program, and we also go to Cal, who'll be probably a top 15 program. But, we're really excited because we feel like this will give us an opportunity to see where we're at before we play that tough Conference USA schedule. So there's a good mix there. I'm really looking forward to the team that we have for 2014-15. I think this team is very fundamental, has the ability to stretch the floor because we'll be able to shoot the three and we can attack, and our rebounding will be much better. But what I think I'm seeing right now is that as the new freshmen start to come in and the players start to train hard, is they get it now. They see the vision. I think they know where we want to go, and they're just really working extremely hard to get it done.
Karen, final few moments, of course, with Karen Barefoot. Greg Bick of Harris, glad you're with us on the radio. News Talk 1650, at Greg Bick, at Sports Highlight, at GJBTV, HR1LineMall.com. Karen, plug us all your Twitter handles. I know you got a lot.
We do, and the thing about it is, everybody follows me, whether it's Facebook, Barefoot ODU, or Twitter, or even ODU Lady Monarchs. We also have a new director of ops, Teresa Pusatera, who actually worked for Nancy Lieberman for 5 years.
Nice.
With her camps and with the Thunder out of Texas, and she's done a tremendous job keeping our fans updated with excitement. It's her first week at the job, and I'm going to tell you one thing, she's really got a lot of good energy going on, and that's going to be really fun, exciting for our overall program. But again, we like our fans and everybody always to know, so they can follow us ODU website too. We always try to make sure that they all know that we want them to be a part of what's going on, because we really do think something special is going on with this team this upcoming year.
And Karen, you talk about the relationships. It's also important too that you have good relationships just with the players, that they get along with each other too. The girls do off the court, but also the assistant coaches too with you. I mean, that's really an understatement. No matter what sport, the head coach has to be on the same page with the assistant coach and vice versa in order to make it work. It's an all-inclusive deal.
It really is. And, I speak a lot, and I talk to different organizations and schools, and you have to have chemistry. Chemistry is something that you got to work at. It's like a relationship. It's like a marriage. When you work at something, you got to give everything you got. And to me, I'm married to the game, so we're all involved in this. And I really feel like if the head coach can show that the chemistry is there with the assistants, and then the players can have a good relationship with them and the head coach, and then the players have to do it within each other. There's 3 chemistries right there. Then you can put together something pretty nice, and so it's a constant every day. You have to work at it. You have to find solutions. You have to have a solution base, and that's what we try to do, because really at the end of the day, when they walk away from here, we just hope they have all the tools to be successful in life and go out there and make a difference, and that's what it's all about for me.
2013, you hosted the NCAA, women's tournament. And I got to say this, you're playing Duke, and it was very emotional for me. I was working for ESPN as a stage manager, and seeing the Duke women's coach, I saw her when she was at Michigan State, and she reminds me, looks a lot like my mom does. And it's very emotional, beautiful girl. She's, a mother herself, a great coach, and I know you two get along very well, but it was just an emotional story I wanted to share with you. It was very difficult for me to watch her coach because she reminds and looks so much of my late mother, and I want to tell you, thank you for bringing her back to the program here.
Oh, yeah, and, anytime that we can do something like that, and it's going to be exciting, and, thanks for sharing that with me, because I didn't know that, but we're really looking forward to the opportunity. It's going to be a fun day.
Yeah, very good. All the best for you in the camp in the summer. Stay cool. I know you got the air conditioner, the iced tea going on. Give us a Karen nugget, personal nugget. What do you like to do during the summer away from basketball?
I love to work out. I enjoy, hot yoga. I love running. I just love to get out there and be active. I love playing a little golf, and, when I'm not doing that, I like for everybody to follow Lady Monarch Women's Basketball Facebook so you know what's going on with the program. But for me, it's just all about, having a good summer and giving back and smiling and enjoying what you do every day.
Well, thank you to all your staff. Say hello to Doug for me as well, and all the best to you and the great Monarchs. You really have energized not only the Commonwealth but the entire Mid-Atlantic region with your great program. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Greg.
Always a pleasure. All right, Ken Johnson, that was Karen Barefoot, a local girl doing well in the Commonwealth.
And rightfully so. And with a name like Barefoot, a lot of great folks named Barefoot.
Absolutely. Very common name here in Hampton Roads. Very well-known name as well. I want to thank Karen right there. For more, log on to gjbtv.com. Hit the YouTube link for archive shows. This will be archived by tomorrow. Also, nnpstv.com. Ken, how's the traffic and weather out there?
Oh, boy. Well, they finally got that Berkeley Bridge down. The eastbound 264 traffic was jammed up for the better part of an hour because the Berkeley Bridge was having some kind of issue. When it gets really hot, sometimes the flexing of the steel will cause a problem. Whatever it was, it's moving once again. You still found a backup at Effingham Street, 264 east, steady now, 464 northbound. Got some oversized vehicles standing by to head north and southbound through the Monitor Merrimack. Some crashes in the works in Virginia Beach, Shore Drive at Starfish Road, First Colonial Road at Laskin Road, Harper's Road at Dam Neck Road, Rosemont Road at Dam Neck Road, and a serious crash on Indian River Road at West Neck Road. Crashes in Hampton, Mercury Boulevard at Pine Chapel, and Aberdeen Road at Weaver Road. And we've got those great bridge test openings today at 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and then a few between 10 and midnight. Hot today, 96 for the high, heat index 105, partly cloudy tonight, 75, partly cloudy, widely scattered afternoon thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 96 degrees. Back with Greg McAveris and Sports Scene after this quick break. Here's CBS, it's 12:31.
CBS News Update. I'm Steve Kathan. Calling the name disparaging for Native Americans, the U.S. Patent Office has ordered 6 trademarks for the NFL's Redskins canceled.
The writing is on the wall. It's on the wall in giant blinking neon lights.
Senate Democratic leader Harry Reid hopes it helps force Washington's owner to do something he's refused to do.
Daniel Snyder may be the last person in the world to realize this, but it's just a matter of time until he's forced to do the right thing and change the name.
Sports diversity expert Richard Lapchick.
I believe that moment can only happen if the public pressure, which means general public and even Redskin fans, would come to not want to use that name anymore.
The Redskins don't automatically lose their trademark protection. CBS News senior legal analyst Andrew Cohen says this same thing took place 15 years ago.
The last time it happened, the team appealed the ruling to the federal courts and prevailed. And it's possible that will happen again now.
CBS News Update. I'm Steve Kathan.
Old Town Tavern, in the heart of Phoebus, is your place for a great lunch and dinner. A local place in every sense of the word, specializing in fresh seafood, burgers in a basket, crab cakes, salads, appetizers, and much, much more. Open 7 days a week, Old Town Tavern has live music, pool tables, darts, HD TVs, in a spacious and pleasant atmosphere. They have daily lunch specials, live music, and entertainment. Find Old Town Tavern on Facebook and visit them at 31 East Mellon Street in the Phoebus section of Hampton, with plenty of great parking in the back. Call 251-2636. That's 251-2636. Serving seafood, sandwiches, salads, wings. You can't beat Old Town Tavern. Bringing good food and great people together in the Old Town of Phoebus. Old Town Tavern in Phoebus, the locals' choice.
The place to go for U.S. rare coins is Newcastle Coins and Collectibles in Chesapeake. They specialize in U.S. and silver and gold coins and provide free verbal offers and are always buying U.S. rare coins. Newcastle Coins and Collectibles, 681 North Battlefield Boulevard in Chesapeake, across from Chesapeake General, open Tuesday through Saturday and always online at newcastlecollectibles.com. Call 757-609-3633, 757-609-3633 for Newcastle Coins and Collectibles.
People in Chesapeake and Hampton Roads have come to expect the finest Italian food at Spaghetti Eddie's. In addition to great lunch and dinner served daily, this fine establishment caters to and can host your party. Call 484-7301 for their Taylor Road location and call 410-5500 for their restaurant in Greenbrier. For more, log on to SpaghettiEddiesPizzaCafe.com.
Summer is here, and so are the Norfolk Tides. Catch the fun and excitement as your Norfolk Tides take the field at beautiful Harbor Park. Bring your friends and family to root on the Orioles of tomorrow today. Log on to NorfolkTides.com for more information on season tickets, groups, ticket discounts, and Tides merchandise. And don't forget to follow the Tides on Twitter and Facebook for up-to-date promotions and team information. Tides Baseball, minor leagues, major fun.
Nor'easter season is here, so don't get all wet.
Protect your house. Call Crawl Space Door Systems at 363-0005. Reduce your flood insurance, reduce the threat of mold and insects, and save energy. Crawl Space Doors, air vents, flood vents, vent covers, and fans can help you stay dry or get you dry quickly. Contact Crawl Space Doors for more information at 363-0005 or online at crawlspacedores.com. Stay dry, my friends.
Let's get back to Greg Bigoveris and Sports Scene on 1650 WHKT.
I see you move, I'm checking your smile, working your back like it's going out of style. Shake just a little bit faster, shake just a little now, girl.
Well, it's summertime. We all need to get our hair fixed, a haircut, get an updo, whatever you need. And all the great hair artists are in Oyster Point at Rachel Davis Hair Studio. Beautiful facility right there in Newport News, of course, at 732 Thimble Shoals Boulevard, Suite 305. You can find their link on gjbtv.com right there on the home page. Click it, go right to it, visit it, gjbtv.com, and hit the Rachel Davis Hair Studio link. With that, the owner, of course, David Davis. My friend, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good, very good. Tell us about the facility. It really is an upscale salon right there in Newport News. Very convenient to everybody.
Yeah. We're right in the Oyster Point area. We are a brand new salon as far as getting our facility built and stuff like that. My girlfriend, who's the co-owner, has been doing hair forever. It seems like 10, 12 years. And we just decided to open up our own place.
Well, let's talk. Yeah, let's talk about you have a nice Facebook page and a website too that people can get a hold of you.
Yep, RachelDavisHairStudio.com and Rachel Davis Hair Studio /Facebook or Facebook/Rachel Davis Hair Studio.
Well, let's talk about your hours, David, and what do you guys specialize in their day-to-day? What can people expect when they go to Rachel Davis?
They can expect an amazing environment. We really took, I guess, all of our ideas, dreams, and ambitions and poured it into our actual salon as far as the facility and everything like that. When you come to Rachel Davis Hair Studio, you can expect an experience that is, second to none. All of our hair artists are very, very good at what they do. We specialize in everything. I mean, you go to some salons and they do cuts and colors, and some other salons for other things, but we really do everything well. We have a talented group of girls here who do, everything very well. It's wedding season, or it's coming up to wedding season, so we're booking a lot of weddings right now, and that's up styles, and, we do makeup and hair and nails and stuff like that, but we do everything.
Yeah, and you cater, of course, color is a big deal, with women and their hair, of course, but you do cater to children, men, and women as well, all three, correct?
Sure. We do, women's haircuts, men's hair color. A lot of the guys come in now and they're, worried about gray hair, and they're getting that fixed here.
I got to tell you, you really see the colors really looking good, like the yellow, the pink, the blue. I know it took me a while to get used to it, but I'm telling you, David, I think it's a really hot look for the summer.
Yeah, women now, like we were discussing before, they're not getting the tattoos as much now.
Yeah.
But they're going with the dynamic hair colors. So they're going out of the box as far as, just getting the blondes, and everybody wants to be blonde. What we're getting right now is a lot of reds, a lot of blues, pretty greens. Like, it's really changed in the last couple of years since I've been around it.
And, folks, don't take that lightly. It comes with experience in order to do that. That's a beautiful salon right there, Rachel Davis Hair Studio, right there in Newport News at 732 Thimble Shoals Boulevard, Suite 305. Like I said, go to gjbtv.com. Click it right there, the Rachel Davis link. It's a big, nice link. It will take you right to the website. Go by there this summer, get a haircut. And like you said, he specializes in weddings as well. And, of course, not just the girls getting married, but also the bridesmaids too, right?
Yeah, of course. The bridesmaids are coming in, and they're getting their hair done and their makeup done and their nails done, and it's really an amazing experience for everybody to enjoy. And we do bridal parties and wedding parties if people are interested in that. We're also offering 15% off for all new clients.
Yep, 15% off for all new clients. Of course, give us your hours again. I know you're open, I believe, Tuesday through Saturday.
Yeah, we're actually open Monday through Friday, 9
Okay.
to 9, and then Saturday we're open 9 to 5.
Okay, very good. So they're open 6 days a week right there except for Sunday, correct?
Yep, we're just closed on Sunday. We needed one day to breathe.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, well, tell us a little bit one more time, the Facebook.com, Rachel Davis Hair Studio, RachelDavisHairStudio.com. And one thing, too, you always feel good after you leave. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing experience. We're not exactly a spa. That's a little bit different dynamic. We chose to go the direction of having a hair salon, just being a hair salon and specializing in hair salon type things like hair, makeup, nails, and not so much the facials and stuff like that. But it's an amazing experience. You're going to feel pampered here. I mean, we have, the state-of-the-art facility. We have everything that, a spa would have, but it's just not a spa environment. We feel like, if you're going to a spa, it's more quiet, and this is actually a more happy medium and a friendlier environment to me than a spa.
Yeah, get that energized, youthful look at RachelDavisHairStudio.com. Everybody feels better when they leave. Beautiful facility, nice girls working. You'll be hearing the commercial the next several weeks as well. David, thanks for all that you do, and we'll talk to you again a little bit later this summer.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure. All right there, Ken. David Davis right there, Rachel Davis Hair Studio. And you, my friend, got your hair worked on a little bit by your wife a few weeks ago, so you can totally relate to that segment.
Oh, yeah, my bride is a multitasker. She's a great cook. She's a fox. She cuts hair. She does everything. She's an artist. She does all kind of wonderful things, and, she takes care of my hair. Me, I just, as long as I've got hair, I'm happy, but, she likes it to look nice, so she futzes with it.
You and me both. All right, let's take a break right now, Ken, a real quick break just to come back with highlights after these messages.
Nor'easter season is here, so don't get all wet.
Protect your house. Call Crawl Space Door Systems at 363-0005. Reduce your flood insurance, reduce the threat of mold and insects, and save energy. Crawl Space Doors, air vents, flood vents, vent covers, and fans can help you stay dry or get you dry quickly. Contact Crawl Space Doors for more information at 363-0005 or online at crawlspacedores.com. Stay dry, my friends.
Be ye seeking rare and valuable coins? Storm the Castle, matey! Newcastle Coins and Collectibles in Chesapeake, that is. Silver and gold coins, U.S. coins with free verbal offers, and they always be on the lookout for those rare U.S. coins. Set sail for Newcastle Coins and Collectibles, 681 North Battlefield Boulevard in Chesapeake, across from Chesapeake General, Tuesday through Saturday, and always online at NewcastleCollectibles.com. Call 757-609-3633, 757-609-3633 for Newcastle Coins and Collectibles. It's now time for Greg's Highlights on Sports Scene, presented by GJBTV.com Marketplace Sponsors page.
Ken, first of all, it is hot. How do you stay cool?
I stay inside.
Yeah. I mean, I really had somebody cut my grass yesterday, and there was a time I did cut my grass a lot, Ken, but now it's just not. I'm sorry. Front and backyard both, to me, is like doing the Olympics.
I still cut our grass, but not today.
Yeah. All right, GJBTV.com for archive shows. Click the YouTube link. Shop on the Marketplace sponsors on HamptonRoadsOnlineMall.com. Of course, congratulations to all the great sponsors on there. Save the date each Wednesday from noon to 1 right here for Sports Scene, our business spotlight scene right there. We talked to David Davis from Rachel Davis Hair Studio in Newport News. We'll be having another one coming up here in just a few moments. What teased me off a little bit later. Don't forget sports highlights on NNPSTV.com. NBA Finals, congratulations to the Spurs for winning it all. Also, sad news, losing Tony Gwynn, former San Diego Padre great. And Ken, the World Cup, it seems like soccer definitely becomes relevant every 4 years, and America got a nice win.
Or foosball.
Yeah.
Football, as they like to call it.
Right. But, I mean, so much going on. I mean, Virginia's baseball team doing well, the World Cup, you got Wimbledon coming up, you've got golf, tennis, just so much going on. Baseball, of course, and really the NBA Finals, NHL Finals, the Kings won that. We mentioned the Spurs, so really there's a lot going on. But here's my tip for the summer. Go to a swimming pool, get some ice cream, and sit in the air condition. Another highlight, too, Ken, I was privileged enough last night to be in the box at Daryl Hall and John Oates, and you and I grew up listening to that type of music. Really good music, and I'm glad to see the economy look really good last night. It was packed on a Tuesday night.
They put on a good show. Blue-Eyed Soul, they like to call it, and they usually play things that you're not familiar with from the albums. They like to play things that is not what you might consider radio-friendly type music. And they usually have a good time with the audience, too. Were they doing that last night?
Yeah, Private Eyes, Maneater. They're getting older, so they're not interacting as much. But you could see definitely they did like at least over a dozen songs. That's pretty good in the heat. But, the cool breeze did help a little bit in Portsmouth.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen them in a long time.
Well, those are highlights. Don't forget what teased me off a little bit later, and a lot does like usual, and Ken has a few things as well. Stay tuned. We'll be back for Sports Scene right here. Don't forget, tunein.com, type WHKT. Thank you to Karen Barefoot and David Davis so far. Stay tuned.
Fink's Car Care, with locations in Chesapeake and Portsmouth, is your dedicated Tire Stars dealer. At Fink's, their experienced staff specializes in brakes, steering, suspension, tune-ups, oil changes, and much more. They also handle rebuilt engines and transmissions, and they're your destination for tires, rims, and towing as well. Fink's is located at 2236 South Military Highway at 2711 Victory Boulevard. For more information, log on to finkscarcare.com or call 545-3573.
The place to go for U.S. rare coins is Newcastle Coins and Collectibles in Chesapeake. They specialize in U.S. and silver and gold coins and provide free verbal offers and are always buying U.S. rare coins. Newcastle Coins and Collectibles, 681 North Battlefield Boulevard in Chesapeake, across from Chesapeake General, open Tuesday through Saturday and always online at newcastlecollectibles.com. Call 757-609-3633, 757-609-3633 for Newcastle Coins and Collectibles. Your family and their safety are your number one priority. Your homestead and your business and quality of life can give you peace of mind, but there are some bad hombres out there. Keep it all safe with the proper firearms and ammo from Battlefield Guns and Ammo. You can't take anything for granted, whether you're at the ranch or out on the trail. Call 757-410-7720. Log on to battlefield-guns.com and visit Battlefield Guns and Ammo at 240 North Battlefield Boulevard in Chesapeake. Let's get back to Greg Bigoveris and Sports Scene on 1650 WHKT.
What is this I'm feeling?
And you can text the Sports Scene hotline. Text the Sports Scene hotline for a prize anytime, 757-291-4234. Text the Sports Scene hotline. Just text the word sports at 757-291-4234 anytime for a prize. Again, text 757-291-4234 for a prize. Text the word sports right here. This is Sports Scene right here. Of course, been in radio and TV since I've been 19, just like Ken has been even before that. For more, log on to gjbtv.com. And Ken, real quick before we get to our guests, I was at the Orioles game recently. Listen to what they had for their menu. A chilled crab salad served on a bed of Bibb lettuce on a brioche roll. It's a Baltimore twist on the New England lobster roll. The early bird dog making its Oriole Park debut. An SK hot dog topped with a fried egg, shredded cheese, and bacon. Ooh. And, of course, the new half-smoked sausage, as well as topped with grilled barbecued onions as well. So people see the Food Network. Monroe Duncan, of course, put food here on the map in Hampton Roads, and people seem to say, we love whatever you give us.
Well, that sounds like some good stuff. I got to get some of that.
Yeah, it sounds really good. All right, let's welcome our guest right here. Tourist time of the year. You can see our website links on gjbtv.com, Erin Girls of WMSBG.com, and, of course, Axe Wild Tours. She's been on here before. Allison Wildridge, how are you, my friend?
I'm fine, Greg. Boy, you made me hungry with that last feature.
Exactly, that's the whole point.
For the crab on the brioche, please.
Oh goodness! You know what I had for lunch today? I had a salad, and I got some crab meat from the grocery store, and put the crab meat on top of the salad. It was really good, really light for the summer. Of course, well, it's tourist time. It's your time. First of all, let's talk about Erin Girls. Tell us what's Erin Girls all about. I know we'll get it done for you.
Yeah, we do get it done for you. In fact, I just made a delivery. I just delivered a big gift basket for a woman who's retiring at the College of William and Mary, and it was I do all kinds of deliveries, whether it's gifts or personal shopping, helping people get things to them. when they have no time or ability to do it for themselves. So keep that in mind. Aaron Girls of Williamsburg, and, give me a call. I've also been working with different businesses to help them when they have a shortage of personnel to get things done, like Schmidt's Flowers, where I deliver flowers to them off the vine. I go and pick up the fresh produce and things like that from Richmond and bring it on back to Williamsburg where people can get to it. So those are the kinds of things that I've been doing, but I'm open to a lot of different options.
And kudos to you too, Allison, because this hot heat doesn't help anybody, young or old. And the fact that you're out there making a proactive effort to get things done really speaks volumes of Aaron Girls of Williamsburg.
Thank you very much. It is a warm one, that's for sure. But it's awfully pretty, and I prefer this to the rain and snow, so that's fine. That's fine.
Absolutely. Let's talk about how people can get a hold of you.
Oh, well, for the Aaron Girls, you can just contact me on my website, which is at www.aaron, ERRANDGIRLS of OF Williamsburg, which is spelled WMSBG.com. It's a little long. It's a long one, but Aaron Girls of Williamsburg with WMSBG as a Williamsburg abbreviation, and then you can get to me. Another way is my phone, 757-968-0311.
And not to mention, too, you can go to gjbtv.com and hit her link right there on the homepage.
Absolutely.
Well, let's talk about Axe Wild Tours. A lot of tourists are in town right now.
That's right. 'Tis the season, and it's always a good time, but this is especially a good time for people who are taking trips with their families or looking for something fun to do on a weekend. I take groups out on weekend evenings, Friday nights and Saturday nights at 8 o'clock, and we go through the colonial Williamsburg area, and I talk a lot about, it's an independent firm. I'm not associated with the foundation. I'm independent. And we talk a lot about the history of that area, as well as a lot of the kind of the haunted and kind of mysterious things that have happened, not only in the past, but also with people on the tour. Nothing's contrived. It is what it is, but it's really a fascinating and fun tour. I encourage people to come out and participate. I have a new link on my website that will help them with reservations, too.
Go ahead, give us that website.
Yeah, the website is www.axwildtours.com. Axe Wild Tours, AXWILDTOURS.com.
And
to go there at the very bottom of it says, book a ticket, book. And just all you have to do is click on that little red link, and it will take you right to the calendar, which will let you pick whatever date you want that's available. And then you can go and you can pay and book and do all of it, one-stop shopping right there online.
Absolutely, or go to gjbtv.com. Of course, her phone number for Aaron Girls is 968-0311. She has two great businesses. And, of course, it's a great time of the year to be in the Duke of Gloucester Street, get something to eat, and take a tour. And kids love it, adults love it. There's really a lot of tourists that come to Williamsburg year in and year out during the summer.
Right, absolutely. And this is especially, I've been reading in the paper about tourism and how people are staying close to home because of finances, and this is a great place to I don't care if you've been on a tour before, every tour is a little bit different. Come on out and be on mine and enjoy it, and I think that you'll have a great time.
Last question, how important is the College of William & Mary and the high school, local schools important to your businesses, the both of them?
Oh, they're, well, keenly... the College of William & Mary was my employer for 23 years.
Sure.
I just retired, so my association with the college is really important to me as well as to the business. In fact, I just delivered, like I said, something. Somebody from the college called me to make a delivery, so my new business is sort of dependent on those people who know me and who know I'm reliable and can get things done. And then as far as the local high schools, I'm not sure yet. I hope that maybe you can help me make a connection with that. That would be wonderful.
Yeah, we can talk about that before our next interview. And, of course, Allison's number is 757-968-0311. She's got two great businesses, Aaron Girls, Axe Wild Tours. We all need an Aaron run. I mean, all of us do. Young or old, give her a call, 968-0311. Stay cool, Allison. We'll talk to you again next month.
Sounds great. Thanks, Greg. Enjoy your summer.
My too. Okay, always
Bye-bye.
a pleasure. Thank you very much. All right, Ken Johnson, we all need errands done. Of course, she does grocery services, takeout delivery, dry cleaning, notary, pharmacy pickup, schedule appointments, makes reservations, mail delivery. If you don't see it on the list, ask. And really, you and I were talking about cutting the grass. I mean, who doesn't? Especially the grocery store sometimes, or it's like getting in and out of those parking lots that's difficult, and people still love convenience.
Does Allison cut the grass?
We should ask next time. We'll ask next time.
Not
she
in
does.
this weather, I bet you wouldn't.
Yeah, we'll take a short break, come back with What Tees Me Off.
Your family and their safety are your number one priority. Your homestead and your business and quality of life can give you peace of mind, but there are some bad hombres out there. Keep it all safe with the proper firearms and ammo from Battlefield Guns and Ammo. You can't take anything for granted, whether you're at the ranch or out on the trail. Call 757-410-7720. Log on to battlefield-guns.com and visit Battlefield Guns and Ammo at 240 North Battlefield Boulevard in Chesapeake.
Fink's Car Care, with locations in Chesapeake and Portsmouth, is your dedicated Tire Stars dealer. At Fink's, their experienced staff specializes in brakes, steering, suspension, tune-ups, oil changes, and much more. They also handle rebuilt engines and transmissions, and they're your destination for tires, rims, and towing as well. Fink's is located at 2236 South Military Highway at 2711 Victory Boulevard. For more information, log on to finkscarcare.com or call 545-3573.
What Tees You Off? Presented by GJBTV.com.
And Hampton Roads Online Mall.com. I want to thank our guests so far today, Karen Barefoot, David Davis, Allison Wildridge, right there as well on this very hot Wednesday, December, coming up in a few months, of course, for the holiday shopping season. And, of course, you can get it done right there on the Marketplace sponsors pages. It's hard to believe Christmas in June, Christmas in July, but GJBTV.com, Marketplace sponsors, don't wait till December. Do it now and do some savings. Ken, what teased me off? Banquets lasting for over 2 hours. Listen to this story, Ken. Saturday went to a retirement party in Newport News. I'm not going to mention the name because there's really one main hotel people go to in Newport News. The banquet started around 5:30 or 6, didn't end until almost 10 o'clock. Everybody in front of a microphone all of a sudden thought they were David Letterman or Jay Leno or Dan Rather or whatever. And I'm like, really? I do this for a living, 4+ hours on a Saturday. Followed up by going to the same place, same room, same section of Newport News on Monday night for a sports club banquet that lasted 3.5 hours.
Good gravy. There's several things. First of all, you're usually not wearing anything comfortable for these things, so you want to get out and get comfortable. Second of all, the chairs usually aren't all that comfy. I mean, they're good for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour or so, but after that, you end up with a numb rear end. That much time, those people must have nothing else to do.
Yeah, and it's like the MC said the recipient, the host, only wanted the program to go an hour, not including the dinner, of course, the drinks and so forth. But, 4 hours. I remember when my mom used to get these invitations, Ken, that said 2 to 4, 3 to 5. And I'm wondering, Mom, why does it say hours? She says, you understand when you get older. And I know what she's talking about now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ken, anything lasting over 3 hours in general?
Yeah, movies
especially 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours is a bit much. 3 hours is
even a sporting event. Even if you're getting paid to work something, anything over 3 hours, baseball is so slow.
Oh yeah, if there's nothing going on, if there's nothing going on, it's just dragging out.
Baseball to me reminds me of dial-up internet. It's just really, really slow. Can those who start name dropping at events or banquets.
Oh, yeah.
And they always leave people out. And what it makes you feel like you never want to see that person or go to a banquet again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's bad. Vacation, when you go to hotels, it's that time of the year, folks, tourists, when they say, okay, don't forget, your surcharge for your credit card. We understand all that. But then they throw these extra charges and say, don't worry, you'll get it back when we drop the hold a few days later.
Yeah, well, you wonder about that. And what are they doing with your money in the meantime?
Yeah, how laws differ for each state as far as taxes can. Last time I checked, we were all 50 states. We're all in the United States. When you have some states that have no taxes for certain things and others that do, and especially big states, that makes you kind of feel like, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah, absolutely. You almost need a guidebook.
Mm-hmm. And people that stand in front of exits. especially at a restroom or in public places when you're trying to get there, like at a restaurant. Really, you're going to have a conversation with a person or text right in front of a bathroom where people need to go?
Yeah, in the grocery stores, they're standing like 5 abreast across the aisle. It's like, hello, I'd like to use this aisle too, please.
Yeah, and guests that want to tell you, can you hold during a live show, too? That's kind of funny as well. Ken, what teased you off?
Well, I saw a Jeep Cherokee heading in this morning with the license plate Go Blue. I'm sorry if this is someone from ODU, if it torques you off, but they were texting while they were driving, and they were weaving all over the road. They were speeding up, slowing down. It was a menace. It was a disaster. Don't do that. And then staying in the left lane. I've seen a lot of commercial trucks sticking in the left lane. It's against the law. Plus, it's just not very good behavior.
Don't forget, of course, the big game this weekend on Fox. It's the Nationals and the Braves from Washington. Thank our guest, Karen Barefoot, head women's basketball coach at Old Dominion. Allison Wooldridge right there from Axe Wild Tours. Also, David Davis from Rachel Davis Hair Studio. For more, go to gjbtv.com. Hit the YouTube link. Go to archive shows. Visit the marketplace sponsors, folks, and save money. Gas is expensive. Food is expensive. Go to gjbtv.com. Email me at va2468@yahoo.com and go to HamptonRoadsOnlineMall.com. For Ken Johnson, we'll talk to you next Wednesday for Sports Scene. I'm Greg Picaveras. We'll talk to you soon.
Quick traffic update. Bad crash in Virginia Beach at 64 westbound just before 264 in Virginia Beach. The right lane, including that 264 eastbound exit lane, is blocked off, and that's causing a big backup. Hot today. High 96, heat index 105 degrees. Try to stay cool. Remnant Radio up next. AM 1650 WHKT in Portsmouth. It's 2 p.m.